Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope that your day basically have been fantastic today. I hope that regardless of another continuation of a Tuesday from Monday, because legit life is indeed a roller coaster. Life has its ups and downs. And then unfortunately shit does happen that really is out of control, and it doesn't make it better if you already have some personal things going on between night before or anything that happens during the day. It's a very messy, complicated situation and feeling, but it's one of those untalk about things that legit somebody just wants to finally express and say how they feel. Some people do get a chance to do so, and some people don't. But if your day really was actually good, fantastic, stupendous, extremely amazing, I'm actually happy for you. I'm glad that your day didn't give you a headache. Or if anything, you didn't feel like drinking today. Because legit, trust me, we all get off of work and certain situations that happen that you want to find something that just numb or drown out the pain that's going on. If you didn't get a chance to do that and you actually got a chance to just like, it wasn't bad, I'm okay, and my liver and kidneys are indeed okay, I'm actually happy. I'm legit actually happy. I'm glad. I am indeed proud. But I know the fact that legit a lot of things continuously to be an uphill battle for all of us. So I continuously to understand it and still send good ways of being very hopeful and optimistic. But again, is legit. Some people get a chance to actually express it. Some people don't. I already know the fact that I myself have those issues and will legit wish I get a chance to talk about it more or actually have somebody to legit says like mean it from an actual sincere place. But I really do mean if the fact that if your day was one point horrible, then it got better, I'm actually happy. Now, unfortunately, some scenarios people they still continuously to feel very up and down, or if anything, feel like a zombie. If anything, I'm gonna do like another movie reference, like the movie Fight Club. If you just feel like you're just on repeat day in and day out, and you just feel like you're not living in your body, and you just feel like a zombie, I get it. Exhausting. It's dreadful. Unfortunately, it's a very feeling where you just continuously to hate yourself, the world, wondering where you just felt like you're either on autopilot or you just been for asleep for a long time. I understand. I get it. But I really do hope if you feel like that, you are indeed okay. Because you want to be able to live inside your body and, well, able to enjoy life. Even though legit the way how things are, you still want to find some ounce of enjoyment or fulfillment from it, be it both good or bad, or anything big and small. But I really do hope if between whatever situation you went through, I hope that you're okay. I hope that you get a chance to come out of it at the end very victorious. I hope that you get a chance to finally breathe again. Just finally let the air fill your lungs and finally get a chance to just breathe, unwind. Hell, if you had to cry your eyes out and just feel some ounce of emotions, that's understandable. Because legit, we all been there having a good cry moment and just you just basically want to cry or admit the fact that you're not okay. And honestly, you don't want to continuously to stuff or choke your emotions out of you where you just feel like you can't express it or emote it or even just be very in your body or energetic about it. It's a very annoying feeling, and at the same time, it also is very frustrating. And at the same time, it is a very quiet, empty, lonely feeling. And we really do want to get a chance to express it. We want to get a chance to actually feel very much seen, validated, have actual trust into somebody to actually finally speak, finally be heard. But when you don't get a chance to have that safe, welcome space, it just makes you feel like you just don't want to continuously open your mouth. You just want to stay mute, stay silent, just never talk again. And it creates more of that whole lonely feeling, like you're not trying to, but certain situations like that happen, it does. But I really do hope that you're okay and you try not to let to life get you down, or you try not to let take life seriously. It's like, again, I already know the fact that my videos are between very weird, awkward, and just very probably boring at times, but I'm okay with that, especially since, yeah, between me messing up my words at times and, well, continuously not to show a fake persona, not trying to show like on camera, like I'm over here doing this, while behind closed doors, it's something completely different. No, because again, like I said, when it comes to this channel, open, honest, it's real, it's weird, it's uncomfortable. And I want to be able to create a safe space just like that. Like, legit, what you see is legit what you get. I'm able to express, able to talk. I indeed have vulnerabilities. Like, legit, I want to be vulnerable. I want to trust. I want to be able to trust between people, regardless of anything. I want to trust certain connection that comes my way. But unfortunately, when you dealt with so many difficulties and challenges from the past, it really do question, can you even have anything real or something that could feel actually earnest and believable, especially if you're trying to declutter from the past. But at the same time, legit, you don't want to go ahead and just go in with a huge optimistic energy, and then something happens and things don't exactly go the correct way. And unfortunately, we end up being mad at more disappointment, and then we're just blaming ourselves, critiquing ourselves, and continuously to live in a whole whirlwind of mess. Say, trust me, I know. But again, never try to come on here or pretend to be anything. Honesty, I am not funny. Especially if I try to force it, it's gonna be bad. Like, legit, try to force a joke, it's not gonna come out. It's not. But unfortunately, legit, I already know the fact of I want to trust, I want to have hope, I want to actually be very more comfortable to express my vulnerabilities, my emotions, and feelings, but also come towards reality the fact that I suck at between trusting people who actually have genuine, actual trust and interest in people who feel like just because you give them a half part of you and they feel like they deserve everything else. Or if any more of a category, it just, it's more in the fact that legit you think they know you completely when they don't, or if anything, you get too much trust and faith in them, and they continuously to disappoint you over and over again. or if anything, continuously show you what their true colors are. And later down the line, when you basically talk about it, pointing out it's the fact that they don't really care or even want to acknowledge it, which makes you more upset about the said situation. Or if anything, you wish you just basically wonder, was there actually care right then and there? And the more I continuously to reflect on my past, I continuously to look back and see like there was not much care there. It was definitely not a lot of reciprocation, and all honesty, literally on both ends. Because again, I come on here, I'm not pretending to be anything else. I admit the fact that I am also a horrible human being that legit has done extreme bad things as well. Especially towards the fact legit pushing people away, or if anything, not exactly being there with somebody when they need me, or if anything, feeling very entitled and legit getting mad that legit why weren't they there when I need them. But guess what? It's not, it works both ways, not one way. So, but at the same time, you come to more understanding and realization is the fact that you are able to actually apologize and sit in certain things that you have said and done, and you're actually willing to admit your faults, actually apologize, and actually show you're the bigger person. But if anything, when situations also happen, it really does show in certain scenarios you yourself is the issue. But in also more of the cases when you're surrounded by toxic energies, they are also indeed the problem. But then again, you have to admit you're the problem because you allowed set energy into your space, and you continuously to be around the people you don't want to be around. So you got to take some ounce of accountability and acknowledgement for that. But you also come to terms with the fact that realize you never tear anybody down for their own benefit. You never try to make anybody just feel very shitty in their own body or energy. But when it comes to certain people, legit, they will have no problem doing that to you, and you dress it. And well, unfortunately, legit, they're just mainly saying like you are either too sensitive or you just don't know how to roll with the punches or deal with it. And that's even more like evidence right there to show the fact that both sides are toxic, both sides are horrible, but they will continuously show the fact that you pointing out the issue, they won't exactly care or take accountability for that. Or if anything, you continuously to do anything of self harm, and if anything, it continues to show the fact that they don't exactly like the real you or the actual personality that you actually have. Especially if you do anything of harm, especially between certain substance, or if anything, when you do certain things that's not exactly built in your personality or character. And well, we all have done things that led one thing to another, and it never ended well. And it hurts even more when legit they said the fact that they love the other side of you, but yes, somehow they don't like the actual true you that's literally sober half the time. Bad enough I was bad enough I was watching a video about, well, it's from the YouTuber Sweaty Clam, and it was basically one of those Family Guy videos. Will talk about the fact how Joe basically did some sleeping pills, and his personality was more like energetic or something more like people want to be around. But when it's the actual person himself, like you have regular Joe, and they over here just like, oh great, like yay. Which is even more sad because legit, it really does says the fact of you want to be able to show yourself completely. You want to be able to be the bizarre little weird person you are if you make corny jokes. Like literally, if you want to be the type of person where you're just like, oh brother, this guy stinks. Yes, I know I have horrible jokes. But you still want to be able to still feel that comfortable energy regardless of anything. But again, like I said, personally, but it's really just the fact that legit Family Guy has transitioned over the years and the way how certain characters basically improved or decline, it really is that issue. But not like a bad way, just more towards like, well, bad way towards like Brian Griffin, but trying not to get off topic too much. But no, literally, Joe does make jokes that at times you're just like, damn, this poor. Just with a laugh, you're like, oh god, like, damn, these jokes are boring as hell. But he enjoys making them. He enjoys being the little weird person that he is, even though he has his hung ups, but he still tries to go ahead and just let his personality be shown. But when literally the whole fact that he took sleeping pills and things basically changed his personality a little bit, it's even more of a whole issue like that. But then again, now I'm over here saying that, and I'm thinking about between the original, the Nutty Professor. But bad enough now I'm thinking about there's another movie with this late great actor. I think his name was Oliver Reed, and it's the fact that legit the movie was weird but definitely interesting. But it's like overall the fact of you have somebody who's well again weird, intricate, just very on the whole boring side. But it's really towards the fact, like, legit, you want to be able to be very comfortable and expressive who you are. But unfortunately, when you're a kid, all that expressive energy, you basically get told you're too much, reel it in, behave, tone down your energy. You continuously to lose more of your identity from that or continuously to feel more depleted as time progresses. No, literally. Some people never get a chance to lose it, so it's definitely a good thing. But unfortunately, there is like the quiet moments of life who people never get a chance to experience said that. And it's indeed a tragedy. It really is. Because legit, even though the person just has granted selective reserve, just go ahead and still show their personality. But the fact that when you have people say they enjoy you when you're obliterated or you had consumed a very amount of substance, it makes you hate yourself even more. Or you're just over here wondering, like, so do you just hate me as a person? Like, what is it that you just don't exactly see, but in the substance category, you see them more of a whole. You're more fun this way. So you're telling me I'm not fun in general? I am indeed fun, sober. It's like legit, yes, I am indeed reserved. But again, sometimes you really do have to like reel it in. But also sometimes you really do want to go ahead and just like cut loose. But then again, you have to realize there's a difference between cutting loose and then there's a difference between it looks like a cry for help, a cry for hope, a cry for help. It's like legit, you be like, oh no, are you okay? Like, no, don't do that. But unfortunately, situation there exactly happened like that. It's like literally it's a cry for help, or if anything, you try not to do that, but unfortunately you continuously to make yourself spiral or harm yourself in things that just doesn't exactly do you any good. And looking back, continuously to face it, continuously to be open about it, it really does hurt from a very deep place. And again, I'm pretty sure everybody has indeed experienced that. Or if anything, you just wondering where exactly life took a turn from able to be happy and comfortable in your own skin. And then you over here wondering why everything you say or do continuously to be a main target for anything. Hell, even just trying to exist and somehow that piece pisses people off, or if anything, mostly just want to shame or ostracize you specifically just for that. It's like literally you're not doing anything. Mind your business, and somehow you're just being the open brunt of everything. And with that, continuously to make you spiral more and more within yourself, and you continuously to question your personality, question your identity, continuously to surround yourself between energies and people that just really don't have your best interest. And unfortunately, the more you continuously to spiral and continuously stay in that energy, you soon contemplate between something extremely tragic that nobody don't want to actually come to terms with that or think about it. Is literally the sad truth and the reality of it, and it never gets exactly talked much. But me personally, I have no problem being opens, opens, open and honest and vulnerable about things between wants, needs, and what I exactly want to achieve, what I desire, what I want to have in my life, what I want to accomplish, what's the thing that drives me. It's like legit, I have no problem with that. But when you surround yourself by energies that don't exactly have your best good, or if anything, you continuously to absorb energies between negative things and carry that into yourself, you're exactly become no better than the one thing you hate the most, and then somebody else unfortunately gets the brunt end of it. And it continuously to make you spiral more and more. So like literally the other day I was basically talking about between certain 12 steps. And honesty, well, I'm not gonna exactly deny the fact that I have indeed have certain personal issues. I did. I'm not gonna exactly deny between emotional issues, especially between, well, mostly being between an enemy of myself and still trying to let go of certain things of the past or not to be at war with myself continuously. I'm not gonna lie, definitely alcoholism was in that category. Definitely that, or again, let's be honest, legit, we basically live in a society that somebody has to drink before going into work, or if anything, either smoke or take an edible before even dealing with people. It's sad and tragic, but it's definitely true. Actually, I would continuously even admit more the fact of legit, even with more like extremely bad when you take extreme amount of headache medicines, and you continuously to golf them down every single day, and you continuously to up the dosage more and more. I'm actually able to admit that. Literally, I have my own way of, well, again, between substance issues and between drug use, and then definitely spiral more and more into my mind. It was definitely a feeling. I was continuously to numb the pain, and I'm not gonna deny it. I was bad enough. I'm not gonna exactly deny or lie. The fact that I would indeed take 10 of those with 4 edibles and legit like scarfing them down with coffee, or if anything, definitely having a whole cigarette for the day or a vape pen. And I would continuously to do that on a repeat. Not exactly denying. Bad enough continuously to face the fact that I was basically continuously to avoid myself, avoid things in my mind self, and just continuously felt like I want to disappear. Really did want to go ahead and tell people between the actual issues going on, but again, that part of me knew well the fact of, even though we're so called like close or friends, I knew specifically within my gut and self that, like, legit, they don't exactly have your best interest and they're not going to listen. So don't waste your breath. But unfortunately, continuously to live in the energy when you just continuously to lie and not exactly feeling any safe or comfortable to actually admit that you're not okay. I will always remember to the fact that says, when somebody asks me, "Are you okay?" I basically said, "I'm fine." Or if anything, I mostly would just say, "Not really." Like, I'm okay, but I'm not really okay, but I'm okay. And legit, that was just basically another way for me to just say, yeah, I'm not really okay, but I'm okay. Just trying to exist. Or if anything, continuously just to want to be left alone. Just let me listen to music in peace. Let me just be on my own. Be in my own issues right now to process it and just try to regulate through it. But after everything have been removed from my life and everything has been said and done, granted, everybody has their own different way of certain things, between anything that could help numb or avoid or fix anything inside. Well, I already knew exactly it didn't fix anything, just continuously just to numb it, or continuously to numb or relax part of myself that I didn't like have to continuously to think about it or face. And I'm able to admit that. No shame. Because I'm not going to exactly be like, how the hell did my life get this way? Unfortunately, things continuously to happen. Things did happen. Things continuously to happen because of choices that I made. Alright. As I was continuously lost my train of thought. It just more towards the fact of legit. Oh look, it's another bird. I'm sorry, legit. Every time I do videos like this, I continuously to notice a bird just be flying past. But I'm trying to remember my train of thought. definitely remember towards the fact of between Taco Bell, personal ailment, and mostly continuously to see the fact of I try not to rely on certain things anymore, and mostly continuously to accept the fact of legit people really didn't have my best interest, and I was definitely just a walking cry for help, and mostly just tried to regulate my emotions on my own. I did, but honestly, it just really towards the fact like sometimes I really do just want to be left alone, and some people either just didn't understand that. Or if anything, people just assume that they only know what you present, but they don't really know the actual core. They really don't know what lies at the center, the heart of an actual personality. Especially when somebody says the fact like, I know you. No, you don't. You only know the information that I give you, that I have no problem telling you, that I am indeed comfortable of sharing with you. You do not know the real me. You do not know what lies at the center. You do not know what exactly is the things that continuously to live within my own body, heart, and mind that continuously to haunt me until present day. But unfortunately, even with that, you continuously try to learn more discernment and continuously to be more guarded. It's like, yes, I want to trust, but unfortunately, some people really would just try to go ahead and gain access and just to go ahead and stab you in the back immediately. Even though legit, you could definitely continue to argue, not everybody's like that. True, not everybody's like that, but let's be honest, you have to get through so much like different people and energies just to go ahead and see where do they lie with you, where will their true intentions be, especially between platonic friendships. And legit, I can go ahead and actually admit the fact like I want to connect more. I want to get a chance to have more like actual open, genuine connections. Get a chance to continue to be more open, honest, available by myself, and legit want the person to do the same thing. But learning from past mistakes and try to move forward, you do want to make sure that you're not bringing in toxic energy or drama into your life anymore. I think before I even lost my like train of thought, I really was talking about the fact of between certain things have indeed left my life, and I indeed seen how much I have basically changed. Like my liver and kidneys are definitely happy, especially my lungs. But the residue or the phantom feeling, it's still there. And I continuously to face it day by day, little by little. It's definitely indeed a struggle. But not exactly in a struggle that says I want to go back to that. No, I really don't. I don't exactly miss him. I don't miss the energy. I don't miss the people. And I don't miss the feeling that it left me. I don't miss it. I hated it to begin with. And not having in my life, I actually feel more slowly to feel like me again. But I basically had to lose myself to rebuild myself back up or rediscover myself again. And I indeed have continuously to do so till this day, but I continuously try to. Especially since um, again, like I said, being more open and honest, I continuously try to figure out what is my actual true personality again. So, who was I before all the hate, anger, and pain, be it between my past or if anything started off when I was basically a kid? But I can also be open and honest with myself that I can't exactly says return to that innocent joy, return to that very bright and optimistic feeling. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm mostly living in the actual energy of awareness, acceptance, but again, looking at it in a more of a whole realistic thing. Some people are able to do so. Some people are able to rediscover that whole act of innocent joy. But again, more power to them. But I'm actually able to admit and say aloud the fact that that part of me cannot exactly be like returned to that much ounce of active innocence and joy. Well, except unless, let's be honest, David Buster's really is just like the kid version of arcade, but for adults. So, but when it's literally trying to return to the whole childlike innocence or childlike wonder and able to do things that legit would bring you more like happy fulfillment, just make your inner kid part just feel more alive. I can't. I would like to, but I will be admitting the truth that I can't. Especially if they're just mean when it literally says connecting your inner child. My inner child wants to have a goddamn cigarette. Just literally, just, just basically that's the inner child. Or if inner child just looking very sad and depressed. But I go, every time I just look at my old like childhood photos, I could definitely see the fact that regardless of anything, she continuously to smile. She had hope, brightness. Her smiles were actually sincere. She enjoys smiling. Probably might turn that to a poem actually, which, But no, literally every time I looked at it, she definitely had a genuine smile of warmth and affection, and she definitely deserved to continuously have that smile continuously be protected. This is me accepting the reality and grieving her lost smile. And I'm actually able to do that. I'm actually grieving. Actually able to admit it. It is definitely a tragedy. I won't exactly deny it. But yeah. But the me here and now, I'm able to still enjoy the whole scenery and beauty that still is the world, and still enjoy anything of the whole, the parallel or connected love between life and death. Because legit, one definitely cannot live without the other. So legit, I'm still able to enjoy the beauty of the world, able to see butterflies and still be happy about it, able to walk past bouquet and still enjoy the smell from it, able to enjoy watching birds go past my window just now. Definitely able to do that. And still to be able to enjoy the quiet acceptance that comes with death. Especially when things become old, wither, and rotten away, but it doesn't die forever. It gets just to be reborn and become something new and beautiful all over again. And it does. Honestly, I really was going to go ahead and just leave it at that as the cry moment, but nope. Again, like I said, we're being open, honest, and vulnerable. But yeah, every time I look at myself, she was indeed a happy child, regardless of anything. She indeed tried not to let life be too serious or continuously not to feel very much hate herself at all. But unfortunately, people in the world had something completely different to say and feel about that. And unfortunately, there was a price to pay for that. And now I do smile, just either if I'm being very awkward about it or just I don't smile at all, or if I have to force myself to smile. Again, I'm not gonna exactly pretend the fact of when it comes down to my personality, it really is like Daria Morgendorfer. But legit, when it boils out to my personality or who I am as a person, literally Daria Morgendorfer and Charlie Brown. But when it comes to more of a whole, like, more personality, if you get a chance, watch the TV show Chewing Gum. It's indeed good. I like it. It's extremely funny. But it's more towards the fact, like, legit, the characters I can relate that has the whole weird energy will indeed be Tracy from the TV show Chewing Gum, the TV show Fleabag, and funny enough, both Fleabag and Chewing Gum both ended on 2 seasons. I'm not interested, but legit. So Fleabag, and then trying to remember. Oh, unfortunately, the sad tragic of the movie May is the movie is good, just very just unsettling, but also very tragic at the same time. But I could definitely relate to her character on that one. On issues, I'm not exactly trying to build a person hand. Well, not exactly build a person. Well, not a hand, just not trying to build a person. And all honesty, literally just try not to live in the energy of self hate. I definitely continuously try to live with myself at the energy of acceptance And definitely try to smile a bit more every time I look at myself in the reflection of my mirror. I do. But again, like I said, life is indeed a roller coaster, and my mood swings definitely does fluctuate, especially between, it's never a whole one day you're happy, next day you're sad. It really is like one weekend you're basically okay. The second week you feel like shit. Or a third week you're okay again, and the week after that you're just extremely angry. Or if anything, the whole entire month you just feel like you just want to be a turtle and just hide away from the world and just stay in bed and just cries your eye out. I actually do have done that. It is, oof. Or if anything, legit, first half of the month you're just basically okay. The second half, it's a whirlwind. You either between either okay hating people, or if anything you just feel like you just want to high and cry. Or if anything, just more in the category you hate everything and everyone. So it really is like a whole turbulence on that. But again, legit being very much open and honest about it, because legit, not everybody is going to continuously to either feel more happy or continuously to tap into some energy just to continuously to be very bright and happy. No, but then again, if I'm actually happy, I will indeed embarrass myself, get a chance to dance outside or get a chance to whistle. But even then, I just feel like that's part of me that I can continuously to censor regardless of anything. But when I'm happy, I want to dance. When I'm happy, I want to get a chance to sing. When I actually feel more happy, content, just feel very much like comfortable in my body, I want to whistle about it, but I feel I just be either criticized or just shunned because of that. But that's indeed one of those extreme bad things that nobody really don't exactly talk about. Especially given if you're a person that's either introverted, shy, or just very, very awkward. It's just one of those extreme layers that we don't exactly talk about at all, or nobody doesn't talk about at all. Or even more of a whole sad, tragic thing is the fact of legit when you're surrounded by negative energy, you, them standing or being friends with you make them look good more in comparison, and honestly it just makes you still continuously hate your existence more and more. So wish it didn't exactly end like that, but unfortunately it did. But when it comes down to it, it's either, well, I can't exactly say that. It's just more towards the fact that legit, well, I'm trying not to say sink or swim, but the way how my brain is acting right there, it really does say, do you actually sink or swim? Honesty, some people, including myself, I already know there's days where I just want to sink into the bottom of the ocean, just basically just submerge myself and just stay there consistently. But regardless of anything, both myself and my body and mind just have different agreements to it. But honestly, I'm indeed like grateful for it. Definitely am. But it still would be a uphill battle at times. So nothing is linear. Things continuously still have a whole up and down moment, but I am indeed continuously to Well, be more comfortable in my body. Actually, want to work with the universe. Hell, even work with myself and continuously to achieve things, especially first get through the small to achieve the big, or if anything, still call it big things, even if I feel like it's out of my reach or it's like pointless or just like lack or false hope. I want to get a chance to do so. But the only way to get a chance to do that, I have to continuously to face everything within myself, continuously to move forward and try to work with myself more, try to trust within myself. Because regardless of anything, we'll still make mistakes. We'll still have to overcome tests and challenges, even though you really don't want to, and you're just over here questioning the universe and God. Be like, seriously, can you stop? Just enough. I'm sick and tired of all these tests. Like, legit, let me breathe for once. Let me finally get a chance and breathe. But no, it really does feel like that. But again, like I said, life is non linear. Life is indeed a roller coaster. And unfortunately, we will continuously go through some ups and downs and twists and turbulence, regardless of anything. So I don't exactly know how mine's gonna turn out. I want to be optimistic, but again, legit, when you basically dealt with so much, it just more of a whole whirlwind of. So I have faith, but then again, at the same time, it's like legit. When you want to have faith, but at the same time, you're just like disbelief. You're just like, yeah, no, let's not just have any hope at all. So basically, you just don't want to have disappointment when literally nothing happens. But unfortunately, we'll continuously to face disappointment regardless of anything. It just mostly up to you how you come out at the end of it. But unfortunately, when you already have issues that you have to slowly get through and try to get through, come to terms with it, continuously to face, you will eventually see it differently, think differently, but it will take so much time, patience, and effort to do so. And I'm actually able to admit at the fact, like at the beginning, it was definitely like I would just mostly just living like, you know what, fuck this. Legit continuously to trust anything and nothing's fucking happen. Continuously to go through shit. As like at this point, it continues to show the fact that I am not meant for anything. I am worthless. I don't deserve anything. Legit. At this point, it's nothing but a cruel, tragic joke. And I'm not exactly denying that it has felt like that. But I'm able to see the fact, like, oh no, like, legit. And far back of my past, it was extremely way worse, and extremely being the word. But it really does between once you finally face yourself and get a chance to look back and everything, you're like, okay, maybe I misjudged a little. That's fair and fine to be open and honest about it. But when life really does let's continuously to come at you with certain things, it really would just make you feel more annihilated and isolated and alone, and you just over here wondering, like, are you just a bad luck magnet? And I'm pretty sure people on the other side of the screen have indeed felt like that. But if anything, I continuously to admit it to myself every single day and continuously to be open and honest. But I already know there's a lot of things that I continuously had to ignore or haven't been honest about, but slowly but eventually I'll continuously to come to terms with it and finally face it. Mostly just depends. But if anything, just continuously just try and live as much as you can. Even though you basically have to start from the ground up, but that's mostly what people have to do. Start from the ground up. Or if anything, finally face yourself or things can finally change. It's not exactly an overnight thing and it won't be pretty. It's definitely gonna put you through a whole turbulence of emotions and it's gonna indeed be rocky, but it really is up to you how you finally get a chance to see it, face it, acknowledge it, and how do you move on from it. And again, I'm really not sure how I'm gonna do so either, but I am indeed willing to try and do so. The unknown is scary. I'll actually admit that. But then again, half everything we have done in life is the unknown. Some people actually get a chance to be it for it immediately. Some people really did just had to discover it in weird ways, or if indeed move towards a direction that basically they never thought they'll move in, and then finally just welcome them with open arms. Even then, with that, it still has some turbulence, but again, some people's circumstances are extremely different. Really don't know how mine's be, but again, I never know. It's like my life in general always been a weird category. And as I continuously to go forward in life and continuously to get older, it's still going to continuously to be a unknown mystery to me. But I do know the fact that regardless, I had to face it head on. Is it nerve wracking? Yes. Is it scary? Also, yes. But I want to rather work with myself instead of against myself and not continuously hate myself because of it either. So we'll definitely see. But legit, when you have between issues of that and then certain between numbness and using substance, it's a real feeling that you just continuously be lost within yourself, like an eternal void, or in my category, just very much of a endless feeling that you will never get a chance to know how you will feel at the end of it. So I really don't. So we'll just continuously to see how it goes. But I am happy that I am not in that energy or space anymore. And I'm honestly happy I'm not with certain people with anymore. Because honestly, I deserve better. I definitely deserve happiness. I deserve peace. I deserve compassion. I deserve to get a chance to be happy in my own body. I definitely deserve to get a chance to just be seen as the bizarre human being that is me. I get a chance to be seen, heard, and actually get a chance to have people actually like, yes, I like the real personality of you. I don't need you to do anything of self harm. Legit, give us the real you. You do not need substance. We want the real you. And I deserve that. It's like, especially between the way how, well, let's be honest, between environments we grew up, between society, school, even family environments has a big major part in that one. But I think I'm gonna talk about that part in a different video. But for now, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it here. No, definitely best. I'm not gonna continuously just to go ahead and just spew anymore between bizarreness. Like there's a certain limit that you finally get a chance to go ahead and cut off, and definitely learn to do so. So I'm gonna definitely leave it here. But I really do hope that you continuously to live as you are, continuously to give yourself love and compassion. Because I want to continuously to give myself love and compassion, and want to be able to see, can I actually bring in peace and fulfillment into my own personal life. But I do hope that you do the same as well. So if anything, please continuously take care of yourselves. Please continuously to treat yourself as a human being. Continuously to give yourself love, compassion, care, anything that continuously to bring a smile to your face. Continuously to protect your happiness and energy that you have. Just continuously to be yourself. And if you are indeed a bizarre human being, it makes you more of a lovable person. And that is literally coming from this sorry, awkward person as it is. So, if anything, if you're an awkward person, please come on down. Legit, this is a safe space, and enjoy the videos, enjoy the weird rants that come from my mind. It's like you're definitely welcome. But definitely take care of yourself. Continuously treat yourself as a human being with much love and care. I'll see you next time.